It should say Google, just not that into you.
Okay. Well, John is a social marketing guru. He's the co-founder of Organic Sales. He's helped countless entrepreneurs develop and implement their own marketing strategies in their own successful businesses. So without further ado, Mr. John Driscoll.
Well, thank you very much, Andrea. Appreciate having you on here. And it looks like Andrea's going to jump in and kind of stop me from time to time, let me know about some of your questions coming up. Real excited to share this. This is the first time sharing this presentation. I think a lot of you probably saw that movie, He's Just Not That Into You. And while this presentation is not about dating, it's about getting the attention of Google, which is obviously one of the most trafficked sites in the world, was the most trafficked site in the world until Facebook took over. So excited to share this with you and talk about how to get Google's attention and just why you need to get Google's attention. So let me get started and tell you a little bit about myself. My name is John Driscoll, and I am the founder of Organic Sales, which is a inbound marketing agency and social media agency. And what we do is we advise companies, all kinds of different companies nowadays, to help them, develop strategies so that they can get inbound leads off the internet. So that's what we're all about, is making business happen through the internet. And we're going to show you how to do that today. I'm going to give you some really big tips on how to, things that you can apply actually after today, right away, that you can apply those and really bring in leads very, very quickly. So I'm going to show you some strategies today. Industry, we have quite a presence in the mortgage industry. So I might refer to mortgages, but really everything that I'm saying today really applies to all businesses, all the different businesses that we advise. So if you sell financial planning, or you sell real estate, or you sell anything, it would still apply to you. And we've, of course, advised all those different industries as well. So I'm going to say something very obvious here. You should see Barack Obama. You seen that okay, Andrea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
you should see Barack Obama here. And this is a statement that's kind of an understatement, in that marketing is changing. Marketing has dramatically changed. I started as an entrepreneur about 20 years ago, and as a salesperson, and trying to build businesses and things like that. And by doing that, back then things were very, very different. Some dramatic changes in the way that we gather people's attention. One case in point here is the election of the United States, of America, for the presidency of the United States. And Barack Obama became president through this man. This man, his name is Chris Hughes. He was one of the founders of Facebook, and I believe, and many believe, that he was the reason why Barack Obama is the President of the United States. Now, you can either be happy about that or sad about that, whichever way you voted, but that's not really the point. The point is that social media decided the presidency of the most powerful country in the world. And that is not up for debate. That is a fact. And that's something that all of us should stand up and notice. Because if it had that, it was able to decide the presidency of the United States of America, then what can it do for your business?
Very true. What
can it do to help bring attention? Were you going to say something, Andrea?
No, I said very true. That's very true.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so how did we get here? Well, marketing started a lot in a big way with the television. And it kind of started with, people trying to get the attention of people on this screen that sat in their living rooms. And that's really what it was all about, was trying to interrupt people as they were watching a program, an entertaining program, and get their attention. So, but nowadays, that's not necessarily the same thing, because we have this invention, TiVo, that helps us to fast forward through these events. So we're watching something we like, we see a commercial come up, somebody tries to interrupt us, we speed on through it. You're going to see a pattern here. Every time we invent something else. The radio was such a big way. It took 38 years for radio to reach 50 million users. I'm going to show you some numbers on social media in relation to that. But the radio was invented to, bring out messages and entertainment. And what do we do now? Now what do we have? We have the iPod. We don't listen to the radio the same way we used to. And then we got real inventive and decided to mail people and invade their mailbox. But now it's almost seen as a moral wrong to go produce paper day in and day out to interrupt people. And now people just stand over their trash can and just slide on through their mail and they drop all the stuff they don't want in the mailbox. You're seeing a pattern here. Then we got real good. I was one of these guys years ago. We got real good at calling people. And so we would just call people, and we'll try and get our marketing message out that way. Well, we got a lot smarter because we invented caller ID, and now we see that unknown person on there, and we know not to answer the phone. So you see here, you see a series of businesses trying to get people's attention, and companies coming out and inventing what the public wants, which is a way of avoiding that interruption. The newspaper, we're kind of tired of that now, so now blogging is taking over, and you see newspaper businesses going out day in and day out, going out of business. You see the pattern. Marketing is changing, and it always has. It's a part of it, but what it's experiencing today is something we've never seen before. I got the Yellow Pages on my doorstep a few weeks ago, and all I could do.
You throw it away?
Well, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I just throw it away. I can't believe we're in a country that we're saying let's save paper, and we're producing this massive book for people who don't need it. It's crazy. Wouldn't you like it, Andrea, if you could choose whether you wanted the Yellow Pages or not?
I would. I get upset because all I do is I take it and I throw it in the recycler, and it's.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, who goes and views the Yellow Pages anymore? I just go online or go on my phone and type in Yellow Pages or go to Google, and it just pops right up.
It's too much effort. We don't need it. The new Yellow Pages now is our good old friend Google. When you want to know something, that's where you go. I was having to explain to my son the other day, who's 11 years old, that we used to open up this book to go get the information, and it sounded so weird to him. At 11 years old, already understood that that was ridiculous. But today, this is our new Yellow Pages. What are you looking for? You type it in, you find it. So when people are looking for you, Google is the place they're trying to find you. The problem is, are you there? Are you there to be found? And that's the difficulty most people are having. And so I want to break down how to get Google's attention and go through some different ways that you can do that, some very specific ways. I'm going to actually hand out strategies today that you can apply after today's session to get Google's attention. So let's break it down into 3 pieces here on how to get Google's attention. Obviously, understanding the search engines is a good way to get the search engine's attention, right? You got to go directly to the search engine and do certain things. I'm going to show you that today. Social media is playing a huge role in getting Google's attention. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. All of these things have incredible capital when it comes to Google. And I'm going to show you how to jump on the backs of these guys to get Google's attention. And then blogging. Blogging is like sending out a media release every time you blog to Google, and WordPress and YouTube. And I put YouTube in here because this is like video blogging. And I'm going to show you some YouTube stuff today. And then RSS, which plays a part in that whole thing. And fortunately, I can't get into that much today, but it is something you should be aware of. So